We are live. Welcome to episode 22 of the High Slot Podcast. I'm here today, as always, with the boys, Bob Deuce.
How are we?
Snipsky.
Yes, sir.
Our behind-the-scenes guy, Jay Butts.
How you doing?
And myself, Andrew Coco Curry. How we doing today, boys?
Doing good. Good weekend of golf. Very tasking weekend again. How about you, Vinny?
Same shit. Just trying to swing the sticks nice. It's almost time. No more hockey, just golf. And, riding the wave.
Speaking of golf, the boys held the Suckbag Invitational 2 this weekend at the wonderful Pine Hills Country Club in Plymouth, Mass. Course was gorgeous. That place is something else.
Yeah.
Legit, it's a public course, but legit feels like a country club from the second you walk in. Clubhouse is immaculate. Course was in great shape.
Nice driving range.
Even though it was piss and rain for the first 9 holes, that was tough. Unfortunately for Bob and myself, we dropped to 0-2 in the Suckbag. Butts and Snipsky took it home again.
Went down 4 early, and then we made a little bit of a comeback, only down 1 going into the last couple holes, but no excuse.
Yeah, we dug ourselves in a deep hole. We were down 4 through the first 4 holes. I hit a ball that went backwards on the first hole on the wet sod there, but it was tough. Butts carried the team.
My back is on fire, and I just want to say one thing: Scramble Pod, time and place we're in.
Ooh, Scramble Pod.
We are calling you out officially. We are 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Butts has been absolutely striping lately. Butts single-handedly carried Snipsky and him in Suckbag 2, but Snipsky did pull it out for them in the Suckbag 1. I'll give him that. So It's been a team effort for them. Bob and I, we either both have a great hole, we both just suck.
Yeah, we feed off each other.
No in between.
We feed off each other too much. Like Coco will have a bad shot, and I'll just fucking top it, or it's what I mean. And then I hit a good shot, you hit a good shot. We just feed off each other way too much. It's that's why Vinny and Butts are fucking good, because they pick each other up.
They're tough to beat. Don't want to give away too much for the Scramble Pod, but hopefully they're listening. Scramble Pod, let us know. We'll host. We'll host at Harmon Golf Course. You guys in? We'll set it up. Get your squad. We'll grab our guys and we'll have a day on the course. The way Butts has been striping them lately, though, I
like our chances.
Yeah, love them. I need to figure it out a little bit, but.
Oh, I've been on the range, dude. I was at the range for 2 hours today. Putted for an hour, dude. I'm getting dialed in, especially for Meridel. 100%. And I'm ready for that match. If you guys are take up on that match, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, name the wager. Well, how about you guys rock High Slot merch on your next episode? We'll rock Scramble Pod stuff on ours if we lose. Winner takes it. Name the format. We'll take it. I'm a 15 handicap. I'm definitely getting strokes.
Yeah, me too. I'm around the same.
I'm 18.
But yeah, golf's been buzzing lately.
I'm not going to tell him what I am.
Yeah, no, save that for the day of. Golf's been buzzing lately. The Live taking more guys from the tour. Brooks Koepka, the latest to head over there.
Dude,
Abraham answered.
Dude, I can't believe.
Wow.
Dude, Brooks Koepka was talking so much shit about the Live, and then dude, they must have just send him over a bag of cash or whatever. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go over. I'll sign. It just. I mean, I'd go over there in a heartbeat too, man. They throw the bag at you.
Yeah, the offers they're too good to refuse. I mean, with what they're offering, it's all right, I can go out and just play and not have to worry about making cuts, not have to worry about finishing top 10, top 5, and still make shit ton of money. Sign me up.
It's a cool concept too. It's a team sport now.
I like it. I can see where the purists golfers will hate on it, because you're not getting the best out of these guys in the Live. They're just showing up, already getting paid. So you're gonna get watered down product, but the guys are going to make a ton of money, which I'm not hating on their business stuff, but at the PGA Tour, you're getting the best golf because not everybody's getting paid. Everybody's got to try hard. I think that's where it comes down to it with older folks and stuff, the tradition of the game and having your name on trophies. But.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The competitiveness, that fire, you probably won't see it as much compared to the tour when it's the Masters weekend and the U.S. Open, we just saw, things like that. But it's really it's new school golf versus old school golf. The only people upset about this are the old heads, like you said, the traditionalists, the guys who are don't like music on the course, all that shit.
Hat backwards, no.
Yeah, like, but that's in the past, dude. This is new school golf. This is what it's all about.
Well, the PGA Tour bent the knee though. You see what they're doing? They're fucking about to pay like way more next year now because
for an event next year.
And they're a non-profit. Yeah, okay. After what they said, the $20 million purses and all that, you're not non-profit anymore. After that, like.
Yeah, so it got me thinking. Actually, a buddy of mine pointed this out to me today. Could this open the door for other sports, like for these foreign leagues to come in and just offer the bag of players and to kind of take the top talent away from like these professional sports that we've seen for years, like NBA, NHL? I think we've kind of seen in NHL with like the KHL.
Yeah.
Like the KHL just offers whatever to the best guys. I mean, it's not as many guys heading over the KHL like it is the LIV, but, I think the LIV might have started something here. We could see like a kind of, process start to happen.
Yeah, but I think the NHL, it's kind of tougher to like do that, like for hockey. It's tougher for hockey to do that because the Stanley Cup, like, there's nothing better than the Stanley Cup. Be like, dude, people would rather like people taking pay cuts to win the Stanley Cup, right? Like, you know what I mean? So I doubt like people will leave the NHL like they capture money. They want more like pride in having their name on the cup.
Plus, like the likeness over here is way heavier, I think. And obviously, you want to live in the United States. You don't want to live in Russia, where you can get detained or whatever. And like, you know what I mean? Like they're so strict. If you're not from Russia, like I would not want to be there. But like Canada, the U.S., we care. Like the fan bases, so much more people care, and they have like their arenas, the facilities,
and freedom.
Over there. Yeah. Like it's and the tradition of the Stanley Cup over here. Like you want to go raise some piece of metal over in the KHL and get detained and locked in a room for fucking 8 months and not be able to see your family, go for it. But you know what I mean? And they'll throw you like they'll throw you like $1 million, $100 million, whatever. But like, is it really worth it? You know what I mean?
I could definitely see some like not NHL, NBA players going
100%
over to China because like, dude, they get treated like gods over there.
Yeah, that actually makes sense, but for hockey it doesn't make sense. But all the other like major sports, 100%, I can see it. Even MLB, dude.
Baseball,
MLB, dude, they would get paid so much.
Baseball just had like that little lockout early in the year with like player negotiations and like Shohei Ohtani, like back in wherever he's from,
Japan.
He's literally like he can't be touched.
Yeah, dude.
Imagine like Mike Trout went over there.
Yeah.
Like. Dude, like
when I was
to do whatever he wants, he can murder a guy. They're like, nah, it's all good. Like, don't worry about it.
Well, when I was stationed over in Japan, dude, I wasn't really like dialed in with like just like the major. I was only dialed in for like NHL or whatever. But like, I wasn't really following the MLB at all. And I'm just like walking around like Tokyo and shit. And that Ohtani is like everywhere, dude. Like everywhere you walk. And I was like, yo, who's this guy? And they're like, oh yeah, he was like a rookie at the time. He's like, yeah, he can pitch, he can hit, he can like fucking chew bubble gum, he can do it all. And I was like, oh wow. Like, and then dude, like he was like, everyone was wearing his shit. He was like on every billboard, every like window.
So I heard like back in the day, like Ichiro was that. And like now, like the stories you hear about like how Ichiro is treated over there. And all I'm hearing now is that Ohtani is just getting treated like 10 times godlier.
But it's because he can pitch, he can do everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I think it's easier for guys to be like, oh, from the MLB to China or whatever. It's because the MLB doesn't know how to market their players anyway. So like they could go over there and make the same amount of money and still be the same. And like they'll just be famous over there. But over here it's like half the people, like if you're not a casual, if you're a casual, you don't know who Shohei Ohtani is. You know what I mean? Or Mike Trout. Like, so that's why it's like, oh, there's no real more benefit of being in the MLB than over in China because, like, you're not as more famous. You know, I think that's where it comes down. Like, it's easier transition for baseball.
Yeah, I honestly, I think we're gonna see a new trend here with these. Like we're gonna see some superstars, going overseas to get the bag, as they say, because. You really can't blame the players at the end of the day. I mean, you only play professionally for so long. You got to make as much money as you can before you can't play any longer. Like, at any given moment, you could have a career-ending injury, and then that's it for you. So you got to make your money while you can. It's really just sad that these, professional organizations just don't pay their superstars. Like, they make billions of dollars off them. Like, just pay them what they deserve. And it's been, an ongoing thing for years, that pro athletes are underpaid across all sports. So, you really can't blame the players when it comes down to it.
Yeah, you really can't. Because like you said, like every major sport, like they're all breaking in billions of dollars a year in revenue and likeness and
They're
like
just greedy.
everything.
They're greedy pricks, dude. It's like literally the rich getting richer. You know, and it's like they're just making money off
capitalism.
That's what it comes down to.
I mean, it would be like I can see like staying in the PGA Tour and like just golfing. If you're a really good golfer, like Koepka, like all those guys, they'll be rich. Like if they stay with the PGA Tour, kept golfing, and then you go to the Champions, and then you keep like you just get richer. You know what I mean? Because they know how to market people, and like Callaway, you make all those sponsors, all the money. You'll make all that money eventually, but they just like want it right now, so they're going to live. That's like the thing, but. I mean, I respect the guys like Rory, JT, Speed. They're all sticking with the PGA. They'll all be the face of it. But, yeah, I can't hate on the business acquisition like that they're playing with over there in the live.
Yeah, like they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. All right, so we're here in the studio today thanks to our producer, HedgeBetter Technologies. The HedgeBetter sports betting platform is a revolutionary concept that creates a competitive advantage for every party involved in the sports betting process. They're putting the odds in your hands, cutting out the middleman, and empowering a future generation of sports bettors. This sports betting platform is coming soon in 2023, but if you want to get early access, be sure to go check them out over at www.hedgebetter.com. That's www.hedgebetter.com. All right, we're going to start today's show a little different than usual. We're actually going to open up the lines here to the public, our listeners, see what they have to say. I know you guys got some takes, and we're excited to hear them. So the lines are now live. Let's see who we got. Hello, caller. You're on with the High Slot Boys, Coco, Bob, and Snipsky. Who's calling today?
What's up, boys? This is Mike from Rehoboth. First off, just want to love your show. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Mike from Rehoboth. Appreciate you calling in, pal.
Yeah, thanks for calling, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
No problem. Hey, guys, I got a hot take that may have been maybe a little hotter in years past, but I think we can buy it now. I think the Boston Bruins are done. I don't think we're going to hear from them in probably the next 5 to 7 years. It's a combination of things. I'm sure you guys could pick on that. I assume blow the whole team up, and I've never been for that with the core that we have. I just want to see what you guys think of that.
I couldn't agree more, Mike. This team's going straight to the basement. Starts with the upper management, just terrible decisions all around. I mean, we've been talking about it. I'm sure you've been listening to the pod. Snipsky, Bob, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, just Don Sweeney just not making the moves that he should be making starting in 2015 with the draft, and Cam Neely just letting it burn to the ground. And I agree. I think we should make a lot of big moves and try to get this team out of the basement before it actually gets deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mike, I'm with you, man. Don't have a head coach yet. Let the best one walk, I think, and no plan for this team for the future, unfortunately. And, maybe trading Pasternak, that's big, and, uncertain future.
Yeah, Mike, I think it starts with the drafting. The draft picks have been horrible for the past decade or so. I mean, there's a couple guys that, panned out. McAvoy, he was kind of a shoe-in, top 5 pick. But other than him, the picks have been dog shit. And then the guys down in Pravi, they're not panning out to anything either. There's been terrible development all around. I mean, you're from Rehoboth. You been hearing any buzz about the Pravi Bees? I mean, they haven't been great.
Guys, to be honest, I'm there a lot, and I'm there a lot in the winter. But a bunch of 4A guys. What are we hanging on to Studnicka for? What's up with that? You put him on the first line, obviously, to sell him. He's so bad, no one wants him. And then, it comes down to Bruce Cassidy or Jake DeBrusk. Am I missing something with that? I don't know. I don't think, Bruce Cassidy is going to be in the Hall of Fame anytime soon. But, Jake DeBrusk was barely in the lineup at the beginning of the year. So I think that's speaking volumes of how scared they are in the locker room. And how often do you hear guys? I know we heard the mumblings, the rumblings with, Malkin and Crosby maybe not getting those offers done, this, that, and the other thing this offseason. But, basically for Pasternak to flat out say, whether he said it or not, it's out there that he doesn't want to play for Sweeney. That's arguably one of the best players in the NHL, top 10, I don't care how you put it. And he doesn't want to play for the team he's at. So he's good as gone. Whether we know it or not, you want to hang on to it for deal of life, that's fine. But, you lose him, I think you lose everyone, and it's going to be right down to scratch. You're going to be humping Curtis Lazar if they re-sign him. It'll be another 2.5, 3-line team, and you'll be the 9 or 10 seed. And you're not even going to get great picks because Boston's going to hang around enough, to keep people in the fucking seats, and you're going to end up getting the 14th overall draft pick. That doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. It's just Don Sweeney just didn't structure the team well for the future, and yeah, the rumors are true, I guess, about the whole Pasta potentially getting moved because he's not happy. I mean, I would want to get moved too, the way this is going. It's a complete shit show. So yeah, I agree with that take 100%. And just the whole Pravi Bruins thing, the reason why they hold on to Studnicka is because Don Sweeney just doesn't want to accept that he's wrong and admit it. It's just the whole thing. To be a leader, you have to take accountability for your actions and your fuck ups, and just know there's a lack of accountability.
That's little man's disease, guys. That's little man's disease. You see that a lot in today's society.
Oh yeah, 100%. They just can't admit that they're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious no one wants to play for this team because of the management. I mean, Bergie, he's up in the air. I don't think he's coming back. Do you?
Yeah, I think you would have heard by now.
Right? I mean,
how long are we going to talk to Krejci? He's 37 years old. I could care less if he comes back.
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to.
That's the answer. He left for a reason. See ya.
Yeah, we're trying to reel these guys in who are producing 5-6 years ago. But this is it's 2022. I mean, we need guys who are going to produce today, not 5 years ago. That doesn't do us any good.
And you guys know hockey's changed a lot in 5 years. There's really no more. That grunt style, slower hockey. It's fast, and that we're a step behind. And you saw it the whole year. And for us to even go 7 with Carolina was a prayer, and I guess a prayer come true because we would have got mopped up even worse the next round.
Yeah, we overachieved, 100%. We definitely overachieved, and that just shows how good of a coach Bruce Cassidy is. He took a team that shouldn't even we should have made the playoffs, but we were definitely everyone. I thought we were going to lose in 5 or 6, but going 7, going the distance with Carolina was a big accomplishment in my opinion.
No doubt. Well, that's about all I have for you guys. I just want to pick your brains on that. I know you guys are usually all over it, but I just couldn't keep it in anymore down here in Rehoboth.
Yeah, man, you got to get off your chest, man. This the way this organization is going. A lot of people are going to have a lot of great. People are going to go gray early. I know I already am.
That's it, boys.
Hey, Mike, we appreciate you calling all the way down from Rehoboth. Keep us in the loop of any rumblings about the Pravi Bees, even Pravi College. I know that Lehman, those talks about him jumping ship and heading over to Boston, but I don't see it. He's got the keys to the castle down there, so it doesn't make sense for him to leave.
Yeah, if I'm riding the wave down here, boys, I'll be sure to crash ashore at a high slot when you guys know of anything I hear.
Hey, Mike, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in, and we'll hope to have you on again soon.
Take care, boys.
All right, take it easy.
Too,
That was a good first call.
Mike from Rehoboth. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's got some solid takes. Oh, we got another caller calling in right now. How we doing? You're on with the High Slot Boys, Coco, Bob, and Snipsky. Who we got calling today?
What's up, fellas? This is Nolan from Quincy. How's it going?
Oh, hey, Noel. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man.
What's up,
no
Nolan?
problem. Thanks for having me. Hey, first-time caller, long-time listener. Hey, I got a question for High Slot Bob. If he's got.
Oh, I know where this is going.
So, Bob, I was thinking. I know we talked about the bottom 6 of the Bruins and kind of the depth and how things aren't looking so good. So I was thinking maybe they had Max Domi. He's a good player, real clutch in the playoffs. Always comes through for the team. So I want to hear your thoughts.
Hey, I know where this is going. All the listeners out there. Me and Nolan had a talk over a couple of beers about a couple of additions there in the free agency and the trade deadline rather. And I said Max Domi wasn't a good player. He still isn't a good player, but he had a really good Game 7 against our Boston Bruins. But the thing is, everyone has good games. You should know that, Nolan. Everyone has good games. But no, I do not want him on the Boston Bruins.
Hey, he's a clutch performer, man. That's Mike Ruff's whole career's off that one game. So I just think Max Domi would be a great addition, one of the most clutch players in the league. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on whether or not you want clutch players in the Bruins or not.
He's not a clutch player. You know this. You're just trying to game me up right now. But the thing is, Mike Rupp has Stanley Cups. Max Domi literally just had one good game in the playoffs.
I think that's a fair take, Bob.
Yeah,
I guess that's why you have the pod and why I don't.
I mean, I agree with your take, Noli, on clutch players, because the Bruins are definitely lacking that. You got the top line who produces, Bergie, Pasta, Marchand. Yep. That's a given. But then going down the line, there's not many guys who've been stepping up, and that's been the problem for the past years to come. That's why they can't get over the hump. But I don't know if Max Domi's the answer. He was highly touted when he first came into the league. He didn't really pan out. He did come up big against the Bees, that's for sure. But I don't know if he's the answer, but clutch players is exactly what this team needs.
Hey, I got one last thought before I let you get to the next caller here. I'm looking for the next Daniel Paille for this team, someone who's huge in 2011. What do you think about giving Darren Helm a shot? Guy's been unreal this playoff, buzzing around. Might be 52, but he's still going.
Yeah, Colorado, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot, Nolan.
Yeah, he was really clutch. He had that game winner against St. Louis with time expiring. He's been buzzing.
He has
been around the block.
I think the old man has the most hits on Colorado too. He's leading the team in hits. Yeah, I've been
impressed with his game so far.
Yeah, throw him on the third line. I like.
I got a question for you, Nolan.
Talk to me.
Who do you think's gonna win the Stanley Cup?
I'm on the Avs. I think they win tonight, and I think they wrap it up. I don't know, maybe 6 games, but I don't know. I don't know about this Kucherov injury. I don't think they can get it done without point. So I'm in on the Avs, but I respect the Lightning. What are you guys thinking?
What do you think about Kadri coming back? You think that matters?
I think it does. The guy's an absolute animal. If he can shut down, not shut down, but limit, Kucherov and Stamkos, I think that'd be a...
He's got a tough injury, though. That's all I'm worried
about. Yeah. But it's what's in his hand, so he could still,
he's not
buzz
playing
around
center,
and be kind of a weasel to people.
Yeah, I've been riding Tampa all playoffs. It's been pretty obvious. I think Tampa gets it done tonight, evens up the series. They're 9-1 at home this playoffs. Vasi's just a different animal at home. I know he got exposed in Colorado there, but it looks like he's locked in again. If Tampa just sticks to that style of play that they had last game, not giving the Avs any open ice, laying bodies, blocking shots, that's really the key to success. Point, I think it is a big loss when he's fully healthy, but he clearly he's not himself. He's dashed 12 in his last 4 games. He's clearly not helping the team out. So Cooper had to make the call. He's been a playoff beast in the past 3 years. He has 30 playoff goals. One of the best playoff performers in the past decade or so. But
easily, yeah,
it's a tough decision. Coop had to make it. I just think they're a better team without him. I think they even it up tonight. Winning on the road is going to be a different story, though.
Yeah, I don't like the goaltending from the Avs too much, but I don't know. I like the squad.
Who you throwing in, Noli? Francois, or are you sticking with Kemper?
I know. I was just thinking I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. I'm thinking Francois tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
I've never been a big Kemper guy my whole life.
I think Francois should have had the reins from the get-go here. He was 6-0 coming into the series. I know Kemper was their guy most of the year, but coming off an eye injury as a goalie, that's got to be a little concerning.
And, come on, the guy for them. I could have been the guy for them. I suck.
Yeah, when 75% of the game is played down the other end, there's not much you need to do.
I mean, Noli brought home the B-Fit Hero Cup, so.
It's true.
Yeah, so.
I don't want to talk about the civilian numbers of the team, but we'll let that slide.
Oh, yeah.
What they don't know, don't hurt them.
Absolutely.
All right, Nolan. Well, appreciate you calling in, man.
Of course, fellas.
We'll love having you on. We hope to have you on again soon.
Absolutely, whenever.
All right, thanks for calling in, buddy.
Hey, boys.
Take it easy.
This is comedy.
Dude, right when he started asking the question, I was like, oh, shit. The first one, I was like, he's coming right at
No, I know what he was going to say. I already had an answer. When he started talking, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to bury him.
Jesus, I got eight missed calls.
From who?
Shit. Randos. Dude, there's no caller ID. Keeps calling me. That's not the voicemail.
It's probably that Alan
Hello,
Gordon.
my name is Oscar Svensson. I would like to know who do you think the most horny and freakiest in the shower is on Tampa Bay. In my opinion, it's Zach Bogosian. I think he's sexy. Go Bulls.
Yo, dude, whoever just said that, you're an absolute suspect, but that was wicked funny.
Bogosian?
Zach Bogosian might be the horniest guy in the locker room, apparently.
Dude, he's got a nice beard. Oh, here we go. New caller. What's going on? You're live here with the High Slot Boys, Coco, Bob, and Snipsky. Who we got calling today?
Hey, boys, what's going on? I used to be known as the fourth roommate over there at 28 Arthur Street, hailing from Melrose, Mass. What's going on, boys? How
Oh,
you doing?
Jesus. Is this Ben?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. No, the North.
Cameron.
I can smell the North Shore of Revere Beach from over here, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, you got to tell your brother to stop eating, guys, dude. Holy shit, man. Vinny, you look good, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate
I think it's the beard. I think it's the beard.
Yeah, dude, the beard's intimidating, bro. You go to Waymo, dude, you might be able to freaking put up a fight. Holy shit.
You wonder why Braden Point's not playing tonight? Because he's sitting right here taking calls.
Hey, you better warn your Melrose buddies, come around there, something might happen.
Vinny, you do whatever you want, dude. You want to run down here, beat some heads in, dude, you go by all means, dog. Whatever you want to do.
Hey, how's Mount Hood golf course looking nowadays? Still in nice shape?
Dude, it's good shape, man. But I'll tell you, dude, the boys just hacking, dude. It's like Helen Keller times 4 when we get out there, man. We can't hit a fucking fairway. We're just driving bombs. What's up?
Beaver tails?
Dude, all day. Bobby. I mean, it's like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, I'm at the local watering hole right now. I see all these fucking hacks that come in there, dude. They're like, oh yeah, dude, you guys suck at golf. I'm like, you fucking kidding me, dude? Fuck you, dude.
Wait,
playing for like 40 years.
You having beers right now, kid?
Well, of course, dude. If I can just rip a quick little Casamigos, had a couple seltzers, dude. I'm off the beer for the summer, dude. I put on too much weight. I'm like fucking 200 now.
Oh, you're chirping Vinny for fucking. What's going on? You're off the piss now. Like, all right, at least you're off the piss. All right, so
yeah, dude.
Other than just like shitting on each other, how about we take a little hockey talk? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, of course, absolutely, boys. I'm going. You got to go Lightning all day. It's a no-brainer. Money line.
What's your analysis on it? Like, why do you want to pick them?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know what it is too? It's like, been watching a lot of podcasts after work and shit. And it's like, dude, Cooper's the man. I mean, dude, you can't. I mean, dude, that whole team's just gritty. Bunch of the Avs are a bunch of fucking just scumbags, dude. Like, fuck them. I think at the end of the day too, it's like they have the experience, man. You know, the Avs been fucking bounced out the last couple years. Bunch of fucking fuck them. I think at the end of the day too. I think this is going 7, boys. I think we got a series here. I think we they win tonight big, and then we got I think it's going back and forth. It's game 7 in Colorado.
Lightning in 7, or
yeah, he said Lightning.
Lightning in 7. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, I definitely think that's going. I think tonight too we're seeing a big game out of as my good friend once said, Scory Perry. I think he's having a big game coming out of nowhere. Just I think a couple quick apples, couple goals. Yeah. I think he's having a big game tonight.
Sounds like you're riding with the high slot parlay.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I can't go against what the old housemates, dude. You can't be doing any of that shit. You fucking kidding me? No way.
I gotta respect that. Respect.
Yeah. What are you guys feeling about the game tonight? What do we got going on? What do we got? Lightning all day? What do we think?
Yeah, we're a Lightning podcast right now. We're thankful they got out and they made it a series last game. And yeah, I agree. I think they're gonna win tonight, and then they're gonna trade some blow. I think it's gonna go 6. I think champion 6. I think they might pull a little 4-game heater like they did against the Rangers last series.
Wow, so we're talking like Sox back in 04 versus the Yanks. I love that. Dude.
Yeah,
let's go.
Why not us?
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm saying they won 4 in a row. That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm just being an idiot. But yeah.
No, I couldn't agree more, Ben. I got Lightning tonight. I think they even up the series here. Lightning just, really, a wagon at home, 9-1 at home this postseason, like I said earlier. Corey Perry, love that take. With Point out, Perry's going to be on the top power play unit. I
love that.
I think it's a good chance for him to have some production tonight. And he's a rat. That's the type of player he is. He's gonna get in the corners. He's gonna get gritty. He's gonna come at your goalie, dude. He's gonna start shit. Yeah, that's just the player he is, and that's what Tampa needs if they want to slow down the Avs here. They got to get under their skin.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we got to have the big Rig and Hedman just laying bodies out too, dude. I know Bruins a tough ass. I feel like Hedman's kind of been like disappearing a little bit. I don't know if I'm seeing that right, but like. He needs to start stepping up and just laying kids out, dude. Like, fuck him. Just lay him,
yeah,
dude,
he's been a little quiet this series for sure. Yeah. But, I mean, he's a Norris trophy finalist. I think he's going to step up tonight, when it matters.
He's pissed he lost the trophy last night. So he's going to take it out. Yeah. He's taking it out on motherfuckers tonight.
Yeah. So, two quick things before I let you boys go. I know you got the a lot of boys calling in. So, one thing. Bobby Cameron, freaking the Quincy College All-Star, dude. What's going on, man? When are you making the show? When are the boys going to the games? What's going on?
I don't know about making the show right now. I'm starting to work on my game, get in shape. I hope I don't get embarrassed out there. I'm playing contact hockey for the first time in like 7 years, so let's see how it goes. I'm actually wearing the shirt right now. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Shout out Quincy College, but Yeah,
Love that,
appreciate the
dude.
shout out there, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely, boys. But hey, I'll let you guys go. Hell of a show you guys have got going over there, dude. Tune into a lot, dude. Keep it up. Let's go Bolts. Fuck the Avs. Let's Vinny, keep the fucking beers to a minimum tonight, dude. All right, I know how you get. All right, keep it to a minimum.
Man, you sound like you're on one right now.
I'm freaking.
Yeah, you should probably watch yourself. But I'll be good. Hey, have fun.
All right, good. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking pacing around my local bars, watering hole. I'm getting nervous, dude, and fucking calling in, dude. Jesus Christ.
I can picture this, dude. You probably have your hand on your head, running through your hair and shit, dude. I know how you pace.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm out of my mind, dude. You can hear me from a mile away. I'm fucking ridiculous.
I know you to rip a dough.
Sweating,
all right, boys. Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. Let's go Bolts. Keep up the good shit, boys.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling in. Thanks, man.
Thanks, brother. Go Bolts.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
How we doing? You're on live with the High Slot Boys, Coco, Bob, and Snipsky. Who we got calling today?
We got Tyrone Biggs, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Tyrone. Appreciate you calling in.
Of course.
What's on your mind today, bud? What can we talk about?
Well, obviously, I'm thinking Tampa in 6. I think Tampa's the best team in the NHL right now. I think that happened all season. But I'm wondering, who do you think on Tampa is the freakiest in the locker room?
Yeah. We actually recorded that voicemail. I'm assuming that was you, Tyrone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Zach Bogosian, apparently.
You gotta go Bogosian, dude.
I heard he's the heavy favorite.
Yes, sir. I mean, he's got a lot of kids, too. You know, and it shows. It shows. It really does.
Yeah, he has a lot of sex. He's a big sex guy.
So are you guys. I love your podcast.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we
appreciate you.
Appreciate
For
Tyrone.
real.
Yeah, we
Guys,
fuck.
Beauties.
Yo, anything else for us? I know we got Bolts tonight. Who's getting the first goal?
Corey Perry.
Scory Perry. I love it.
Rhyme with the high slot. I love it.
I tried Corey Perry in all ways. I love him.
We all do.
He's nasty.
Kucherov for president. I'm going to go, boys. I love you all.
All right,
Love you
appreciate
too,
it,
Tyrone.
Love you too.
Later, Tyrone.
All right, why don't we dive into some news around the NHL? So last night, the NHL Awards Ceremony was hosted in none other than Tampa Bay. Some of the major sports trophies throughout the league, winners were announced, starting with the Ted Lindsay Trophy for Most Outstanding Player and also the Hart Trophy for League MVP. Both of them went to Austin Matthews. He was the first Maple Leaf to win the Hart Trophy since 1955. He edged out Connor McDavid and Igor Shesterkin for the trophy. Boys, what's your thoughts on Austin Matthews winning the Lindsay and the Hart Trophy?
Yeah, he deserves the Hart for sure. He had 50-plus goals. He played unbelievable. He definitely was the most valuable player on his team, for his team, and all that. But he shouldn't have got the 10 Lindsay, in my opinion. I think Connor McDavid should have gotten it because I think McDavid's probably the most outstanding of the whole entire season because he had 126 points. That's crazy, dude. And McDavid is the best player in the league on the planet. So yeah, I think it was kind of a Leaf bias, in my opinion, but I think he did deserve to win the Hart, 100%, because he was the most valuable player to his team.
Yeah, what I think is wrong here is both these awards, the Ted Lindsay and the Hart, are practically the same award.
There's 2 MVP awards.
Most outstanding and league MVP, that's the same thing to me.
Yeah, it's the same
They
shit.
need to categorize these a little differently. And just, I don't know, Austin Matthews, no discredit to him, unbelievable season, 60 goals, first person to do that in over a decade. Very impressive what he did this year. But you can't bat an eye to what Connor McDavid put off this season. 123 points. Guy's the best player in the league by far, and he walks away with no hardware. But he doesn't give a shit because he didn't even show up to the ceremony. That's how much he cares about it.
He probably knew he was going to get snubbed anyways. He probably didn't even care. Yeah, that shows how much he just cares about winning and just going out there and just trying to get a Stanley Cup. Because like you said, he didn't show up to the award ceremony. He's like, I don't give a shit about that. I'm going to go train.
Yeah, those trophies don't mean nothing to him. Yeah, like you said, he's focused on winning a Stanley Cup. And there's been some buzz around the league with some personal stuff with him going on. Maybe could have swayed him for not showing up. But still,
making up for it with his girlfriend.
I love the move not showing up. Because, he knows damn well he's good enough to win those awards. But, he came so close. He went to the conference finals. And then whatever, like you said, he gets caught in that little like whatever rendezvous.
happens.
Yeah. I mean, like not hating on it. He
No
just
one's
knew
perfect.
he just knew the highest slot was going to be in Edmonton.
Nobody's perfect.
So but like he knows he's good enough. He probably won those. I'm pretty sure he won those awards already.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think he has.
I think he's just focused on. He's pissed still that he lost to the Avalanche. Whatever. So he's probably like focusing on the next thing, which I love. I love that move. Like, who gives a shit about the personal awards?
Yeah.
Toronto Maple Leafs fans, you losers. But you got like the thing is like if Toronto ever gets out of the first round, just make a trophy for them, just getting out of the first round,
Yeah.
and then Goncelli, and then they'll lose in the second round.
I mean, I said it on the pod previously that Toronto, you can take all your regular season trophies and hardware. That's great. But I told you, you're not getting out of the first round. What happened? You guys choked again, lost in 7. So congrats, Austin Matthews, on your hardware. But you haven't proven shit until you can lead your team out of the first round. It's really not that hard to do.
You know what else he has to improve too? His hairline.
Oh, dude, that hairline is tough.
There's no coming back from that.
Yikes.
Yo, it's sick lettuce. He's gonna be a bald guy pretty soon.
I mean, just look what Toronto's doing to this man. The stress and the pressure is clearly getting to him. The guy's hairline's falling back harder than LeBron against the Mavericks.
I saw his dad there. He hugged his dad. His dad's bald. I was like, oh, that's not skipping a generation.
Yeah, usually it skips a generation. He got fucking smoked.
That's not skipping.
What's he, like 26?
I think he's younger than us.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I think he's like 24 or something.
Tough luck. I saw those trophies. I'm like, geez, this guy's like half a cue ball.
I saw him step up. Like the second time I saw him go up there, I was like, oh man, he's taking a hit right now. Dude, that hairline's taking a hit.
Dude, he's got like the old man lettuce where it's just like letty in the back and then the top's just gone.
It's like one of those things where it's just like, man, just let it go, man.
Right? Just buzz it.
Yeah, and he has that stash too. He's gonna have that stash like ball that's gonna look comedy.
Dude, you're rich enough to get hair plugs. Get those.
It's too late. They'll know.
Brady did
Everybody will know. It's too late.
Yeah, it is too late for him. I never noticed because he always got the bucky on. Like Letty looks like coming out of the bucket, but jeez, dude, like what that hairline is gone.
Yeah, that thing got finished. I mean, that shows how much hockey he played. He just has his helmet on too much.
It's just shit luck. Doesn't matter.
It's Toronto, man.
Yeah.
It's not a favorable place to play for those players.
So much pressure.
Too stressful. All right, another trophy that was announced last night was the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year, and it went to Detroit Red Wings defenseman Mo Seider. He was the third rookie defenseman to reach 50 points, joining Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes. He led the rookie class in assists, power play points, and block shots. Trevor Zegras and Matthew Bunting were the other runner-ups. Boys, thoughts on Mo Seider winning the Calder?
Yeah, I called it. I'm happy that I was right. Mo Seider had an unbelievable rookie year. I think the Red Wings are gonna have another like I said, Nick Lidstrom. That like when I made the prediction, like he's like a Ned Lidstrom like player. He just has the size. He moves the puck well. Great stick. And he just like covers so much ice. And I'm actually pretty excited to see what he's gonna do for the years to come. And the Red Wings should be very bricked up for him, 100%.
Yeah, Mo Seider, good for him. I just my pick would have been. I mean, I had Zegras. I'm pretty sure I said Zegras, but also his teammate got snubbed, Lucas Raymond. I liked him a lot. I'm pretty sure, was it Bunting that led the rookies in points, or was it?
It was Bunting.
Oh, okay. But I knew Lucas Raymond was up there pretty high, but I think he should have been one of the finalists too. But yeah, good for Mo Seider. I think the right guy won it, but I did not want Bunting to win because that's just such Toronto's watered down, man. They're such a high-powered offensive team. He's a decent player, but what is he, like 26?
Yeah,
he's 26.
Yeah, he's an older guy. I think there should be an age limit, whatever.
Yeah,
call me lame, whatever.
Yeah,
but
26
he's
is the
not
cutoff.
he's not a friggin' rookie at that point. But Zegras, I thought Zegras had a shot because he's just so flashy and like, you know how Cale Makar won, whatever. We didn't dip really into that yet, but I think it was more of it was like, oh, we like him, so we want him to win it.
Yeah.
I thought kind of thing. But
I think the voters nailed this one right in the head. Mo Seider was the best rookie in this class by far. Lucas Raymond got snubbed. The fact he wasn't a finalist is a crime.
Yeah.
Bunting, like we talked about, he played on a line with two of the best guys in the league. I mean, those points
I could have put up those
are
points.
inflated. Zegras had a great year, but he's more flash, if anything. You know, he's just skill. He's going to put up those highlight reel type goals. But Mo Seider, he's going to be a great piece for the Detroit Red Wings for the next decade or so. I mean, they got to keep that guy around, lock him up right now.
He's a funny dude too. Like I watched it, and like he came up to do his acceptance speech. And he's like, I have nothing written down. This is all off my top of my head. And then he goes, yeah, I want to thank my parents. They're not here. They thought going on vacation was more important. I was just dying. I was like, yo, he's got a sense of humor.
Nasty.
Like, comedy.
But yeah, love Seider's play. Guy's a beast, dude. He's a big boy. Offensive guy, too, and sound defensively. I mean, he's just really, complete defenseman. You know, he does what he's asked.
Yep.
And, you know, him and Lucas Raymond, that combo for the next, whatever amount of years is going to be deadly. Detroit Red Wings going to be back in the mix.
Yeah, their future's looking bright.
He does remind me of Hedman a lot. Just the way he plays, and Hedman's always, like, point a game guy. Like, and he's stay at home. You know, it's a good mix.
He came into the league fearless, dude, right off the bat. I think it was Hedman was like sticking on the puck after a whistle, and Seider just like grabbed it from him, like one of his like first games.
Yeah, lifted his stick.
And they were like, dude, is this guy serious? Like, is this rookie really like pulling this shit right now? He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Guy literally no fucks given. He just goes out there and plays. Love like the reverse hits that he's pulled off this year. Like, you think you got him lined up, the next second, boom, he's laying you out on your ass.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a great player.
I like how they come, like, he came out of the Swedish league, I want to say, like, professional league. So this kid's played against pro athletes, you know, like, instead of coming out of college where you're playing kids, like, your own age, like, who aren't, like, really
he's
built.
been playing against grown men.
Yeah. Him and Lucas Raymond, like, they both came out of that Swedish Premier League or whatever it's called, and they're ready. You know, they just already played against guys, maybe washed up NHL players, but these guys,
but
these guys really can play though. Like they're over there in Europe.
Yeah. Another trophy that was announced last night was the Vesna Trophy for the best goaltender in the league, and that went to none other than Igor Shesterkin. Undoubtedly won the Vesna. 935 save percentage this year, 207 goals allowed average. Jacob Markstrom from Calgary. And Jussi Saros from Nashville were the other finalists. Boys, I think we all saw this one coming. Pretty obvious. Igor was going to take home the Vesna.
Yeah, that was the most clear-cut winner. Because, dude, like the numbers spoke for itself. He just, like, highest save percentage. Like, he just had it all. Like I think he was like 38-13 on the year, something like that. Like crazy, like record and all that. And went on a great run with the Rangers into the conference finals. I know it's only a regular season trophy, but like he just pretty much carried that team. And, he was 100% should have won.
Yeah, he was the main reason why the Rangers were as good as they were this year. I mean, they finished second in the Met. I think that was surprising to a lot of people. Almost won the Metropolitan Division, too. But, yeah, it was really him. They were riding his coattails. Not to discredit the other guys on that team who really stepped up, but Igor was the man for them this year and filled massive shoes coming in after Henrik Lundqvist, who had been the premier goaltender in the Big Apple for the past, 15 plus years that he was there. So, he took the spotlight and he ran with it, Igor, and he seems like he's going to be a stud for years to come.
Absolute stud, man. It was UC Saros. Who's the other finalist? Markstrom. Oh man, he did himself a job in that playoffs. I mean, it's a regular season anyway, but it does carry over from like when you see it and you're like, oh, he's good during the regular season, and then you watch the playoff run, you're like, wow, this guy really, really elevated his guys. They have a good decor, but like he definitely like puts them over the top. He's like two guys out there playing. Igor ran away with it, unbelievable. It was kind of a no-brainer. He was walking in there with big balls like he's Randy Marsh. But, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's all I got.
Igor he was my pick to win the Hart. I thought he deserved the MVP. I called it halfway through the season.
He had like the chance. He had the numbers.
Dude, his numbers like at the midway point of the year were like ungodly. Like he was letting in like 1 or 2 goals a game max.
But a 60 goal scorer is gonna win that.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, that's reasonable. I mean, but his stats at like one point in the season were like he was setting records in like every category. He came back down to earth a little bit towards the end of the regular season. I think that's why he didn't end up taking home the Hart. But then he proved himself, right back again in the playoffs.
It's so
He
hard.
didn't skip a beat.
It's so hard to be a goalie and
be consistent.
Yeah, be that consistent, especially when your team has a bad game. It's not always the goalie's fault, 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, it's tough to defend, you can have a bad game here and there, but when you're a goalie, they really weigh on you when it comes to
someone said it. Finally. Thank you, Vinny. Finally, someone had sympathy for us goalies.
Sounds like Butts had a lot of bad games.
Dude. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I mean, when a team loses, usually the first person to blame is the goalie. But I don't think you could blame really any of the losses on Igor Shesterkin throughout the season. He kept them in it when they had no business being in that game. I remember against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was severely outplaying them. You would have thought Penguins would have swept that series. And the fact they were only down 3-1, and Shesterkin was standing on his dome, and then ended up, taking them 7 and winning that series, and eventually to the conference finals.
Good goalies steal you games, man, and he's definitely stolen them 2 games a series, going up until maybe he stole 2 games to what was that 4-2 Lightning win the series? He probably stole 2 games, man.
Yeah, he played it great all playoff. Other than those 2 games against the Penguins in the first round, he just was a stone wall.
Yeah, and then they play the Canes too, which is
and took him 7.
Yeah, he's stealing.
Won him in 7.
Canes should have won that series easily, I think, with the talent they have up front and on the D. Their goalie's they're not as good as Igor, and Igor's just a stone cold killer.
Yeah, there were games in that Carolina series where Carolina's out shooting New York 15-2, and it's tied. You're what the hell's going on? Igor.
It's 2-0 range. Yeah, it's
right.
How?
What I was gonna say too, I was if I'm Hendrik Lundqvist, better hold on to those records, tight right now because they're gonna be gone in a couple years.
All right, one of the final trophies that was announced last night was the Norris Trophy for best defenseman in the league. And it went to Cale Makar. It was his first ever Norris, the first ever Avalanche to win the award. He beat out Roman Josi by a slim margin, and Victor Hedman finished third in the voting. He had 28 goals this season, 86 points. What do you guys think of Makar winning the Norris?
Josi got snubbed. I agree that Cale Makar is probably the most talented, the most dynamic defenseman right now, but Roman Josi had 96 points in 80 games as a defenseman. I'll repeat that right now. He had 96 points, 23 goals, 73 assists in 80 fucking games.
Jeez.
And he was plus 13, which means he defended very well and carried the Predators
on a very average team.
Yeah, very average team that was not even. They were kind of written off halfway through the year until Roman Josi just started going on a tear. And yeah, they got swept by Cale Makar in the Avalanche, but it's a regular season trophy. I think that Gary Bettman has a massive hard on for Cale Makar
and the
Avalanche, and just Cale Makar is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's trying to make him a poster boy for the league, and I guess it's business move because everyone loves Cale Makar, but at the same time, dude, Roman Josi 100% deserved that over Cale Makar. And Cale Makar has so much more time left in his career that he could have won fucking 7 more. But it was kind of disappointing to see because I'm a big defensive guy. I love watching defensemen. I love the whole position and all. And it just sucks because that's the one trophy that I actually take pride in watching and seeing who wins and stuff like that, and actually dissect who should win and stuff. Roman Josi 100% deserved this.
I agree. I think Josi got snubbed. I know we're leading the campaign for Josi for the Norris at the end of the season. Cale Makar, unbelievable talent. What he did was unbelievable this year. 28 goals as a defenseman. But when you're playing on a team with as much talent as the Avs, it's a little less impressive.
Yeah, it's not that impressive.
Compared to what Josi did, what'd you say, 96 points? 96
points, 23 goals, 73 assists in 80 games. He didn't play in 2 games.
96 points as a defenseman's unheard of. Almost hitting the 100-point mark as a defenseman. I don't think people realize how tough that is. There's forwards who struggle to, even sniff that number.
Yeah.
Playing on the type of team he didn't even have half the talent that the Colorado Avalanche have. Josi got snubbed here. It was it's kind of ridiculous that they gave this to Makar. Like you said, I think they're just making him a poster boy, and they just have a hard-on for the Avalanche.
Yeah.
I think like Kel Makar, he like it could have been third. Hedman, man. Hedman played all 82, had 85 points, and he was 26 plussy. Like that's nuts. Like I mean they're a good team, but like Colorado's a better team. You know, I mean I'm not like trying to like I'm not trying to crap on Kel Makar and stuff. Like it was probably pretty similar. Like thing is like he had 20 goals. Victor Hedman. I think Hedman playing 82, being the Iron Man, 85 points, most in his career in one season, played his ass off. Like, I think Cale Makar might have kind of, like, had, like you guys saying, like, poster boy, like, oh, we like him. That's what I thought was going to happen with Trevor Zegras for the Rookie of the Year.
That's why I said Zegras was going to win.
I don't love that because I don't think Hedman should have won it. I think I'm with you guys on Yossi. I just think Hedman might have had more, like, should have had a more of a impact on winning it over Cale too. Yossi absolutely overshadowed Makar in the second half of the year, like with the 96 points, pretty much willing his team into the playoffs. And then like it sucks because UC Saros gets hurt, and then they have absolutely no shot against Colorado. But the thing is, like, hey, you know, like, give Makar the individual award. Maybe the Lightning will win the cup. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you can keep your fucking trophy. Yeah, you're not gonna win the big one.
If I'm Makar, I'm like, I don't care about this thing. I'm in the cup.
Congrats though to Cale Makar, only 23 years old. This is gonna be the first of many Norris trophies for him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
And he's probably gonna win the Conn Smythe too if the Avs win the Stanley Cup this year.
Yeah, he's gonna have a big year. Like he's having unbelievable like accolades after this year if they do win the Stanley Cup.
He's a great kid. I'll say some good things about him. Great kid, UMass, local guy.
I love Cale Makar.
It's very humble.
Don't get me. Everyone out there, don't get me wrong. I love Cale Makar. I think he's a generational talent and all, but he didn't really deserve to win this Norris Trophy this year. He's gonna win like 7 anyways. So it's like Roman Josi just played unbelievable. Like, again, carried the Prez on his back. 96 points as a defenseman, 23 goals, 73 assists is a shit ton, too, for a defenseman.
So it's just like these guys are 31. What is Josi? Probably like 29, 28.
He's 32.
All right, so 32. These guys are in the like primes of their careers. Like, this is the time they win these awards. Like, Cale Makar is what, 23?
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that they're like really horny for this guy and all that. Like, but it's like, dude, he's be 24 next year, and he'll probably be better. You know what I mean?
He's gonna get better.
He's not in his prime even close. So it's like for him to be in the conversation's impressive. You know, like.
I mean, it just goes to show how like talented this
it might be his play
core
style.
is. Like, these 3 finalists, like on any given year, could have won this Norris Trophy outright, like no debate. But just the 3 seasons that these guys had this year were unheard of. Like every one of them,
all 3 of them deserved. I think like they all were like deserved it, but it's like you gotta look at the impact, man. Like Yossi.
Also announced last night were the first and second team All-Stars of the league. First team All-Stars included Johnny Gaudreau, the Calgary Flames, Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mitch Marner, also of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche, Roman Josi from Nashville, and Igor Shesterkin from the New York Rangers. The second team All-Stars was Jonathan Huberdeau from the Florida Panthers, Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers, who was first time not being first team All-Star, Connor McDavid.
Wow.
Matty Tkachuk from Calgary, Victor Hedman from Tampa, Charlie McAvoy from Boston, and Jacob Markstrom also from Calgary. You know, all those guys had, you know, fantastic seasons this year, all well-deserved for first and second team All-Stars.
Absolutely.
All right, why don't we get some coaching updates around the league before we dive into our Stanley Cup Finals update? Jay Woodcroft has had a 3-year extension with the Edmonton Oilers after the success he had taking over as bench boss in Edmonton this year. Peter DeBoer signs a 4-year deal with the Dallas Stars to become their new head coach. And surprisingly, Paul Maurice has been hired as the Panthers' newest head coach, replacing Jack Adams finalist Andrew Brunette. Thoughts on any of those coaching signings from across the league?
Dallas Stars aren't going to make the playoffs. Pete DeBoer is probably the most overrated coach in history of the NHL. Everyone knows my take on him. I like the Paul Maurice signing. I mean, like, I guess a lot of people are gonna be like, hey, like, why Burnett like took this team, like, whatever, like took him to a President's Trophy or whatever, like all that stuff. But like, dude, you just got fucking absolutely rinsed by the Tampa Bay Lightning 2 years in a row in the second round. Like, just everyone just disappeared in that series, and like I think like they just like the front office for the Panthers were just kind of like, all right, like this guy clearly like dude, he had so much talent and he just got severely outcoached by John Cooper. And because John Cooper is a good coach, but like, dude, you got to be able to coach with the best. And Paul Maurice has shown that he is a good coach. Like he walked away from the Jets because he just knew like that shows leadership in a good coach is that he walked away because he knew like his voice wasn't valid anymore in that locker room. So I think the Panthers are going to be even stronger next year with that signing.
Yeah, Paul Maurice made out like a bandit here, dude. Stepping away from Winnipeg, like rightfully so. Like you said, it was probably a tough decision for him, but I think it was the right one. Now he ends up with the Panthers, who are a stacked team. I mean, loads of talent on that team. It had to have been a tough decision parting ways with Andrew Brunette. I mean, they had a hell of a season, but I think we kind of saw it coming that they weren't going to have success in the playoffs. Like we said, they were the Cardiac Cats, a lot of close games that they won. But, like, you look back at some of the teams that they were having these close games against, like Anaheim, like Buffalo.
San Jose.
Yeah, like bottom of the barrel teams. Like, it's impressive, but it's also, like, not too impressive at the same time. Yeah, I think really the determining factor here was that Tampa Bay series.
Yeah.
You just got
Rinsed.
it handed to you.
Severely outcoached.
4 games to none, like, trophy, like you said, President's Trophy winners, and then you go out and get swept in the second round. Like, I don't know, kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
Well,
that was the
second.
Oh,
from like watching the Panthers from when Quenneville got canned to when they upgraded Burnett. You could just tell there was the way they play was different. They're kind of like letting up a lot of goals, and they weren't as well coached. You could tell it was like kind of like they didn't know who they were as an identity. They kept like they knew they could score, but like they had the goaltending. The defense was lacking a little bit, and I think they were lacking a little hard coaching type of thing. Like Quenneville kept those guys in line because he good coach, won multiple cups, all that. But Burnett kind of like seemed like he didn't have a handle on everything. Like, but Paul Maurice, he's gonna be dealing with some high end talent with the forwards. Obviously, maybe they can bolster their defense a little bit in the free agency. Maybe draft a guy that's ready. I like that. Paul Maurice, I like it. Burnett, he definitely he just didn't do the best job, to earn that spot. Yeah, that's it. What was the other one?
I'll touch on the other one. So Jay Woodcroft.
Oh, Woodcroft, right.
I don't really like how much they signed him for?
3 years.
3-year
extension.
I don't know. Like it just showed like when they lost in that conference final against the Avs and just got absolutely smoked. It kind of exposed Woodcroft, and it just shows that Connor McDavid is the heartbeat of the team. It's not really the coaching. I mean, they showed that video of him, like, whatever, talking. Everyone, it seemed like everyone was like, oh, like, he's listening. Everyone's listening to him. But, dude, it's Draisaitl and McDavid are driving that bus. And, I'm actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Woodcroft is the guy for the job. Maybe that's why they dialed in on him. But at the same time, like, I don't know. He seemed like he wasn't really like he got severely outcoached too. Like Jared Bednar, like it's just like a Brunette situation. Brunette, whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Brunette.
Yeah, he was the same thing. Like they just got exposed against a way better team, a way better coaching. You got to be able to coach with the best.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You can't just go in there and just like not be able to, especially in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like you got to be able to adjust, like implement certain systems and everything to beat certain teams. And it seemed like those two coaches, Brunette and Woodcroft, didn't have that skill set. And like I don't know, 3 years like is kind of a long time to lock someone up that's uncertain. You're uncertain with.
I don't like the contract because like what you said, they do drive the bus like McDavid and Draisaitl. I just don't think he's built for it. I think I would go lower. I'd go like 1-2 years.
Yeah, 3's kind of like
he's not proven. Plus, you got other guys out there. You got Trotz. You have who else? I mean, you could have won at Torts. like guys like I think Torts would have been great for Connor McDavid as a fiery personality, probably match up very well with the way McDavid plays. McDavid's just trying to win, and like like Tortsy, come on, Tortsy's not benching McDavid or anything, but like you still got Trotzy out there. You could have made a run at Bruce Cassidy if you really wanted to. You wanted to stay in the system, a guy that used to play in the AHL. He worked his way up, whatever, but there was other guys out there I think he could have thrown a bag at.
Yeah, I don't know. I see what you guys are saying. I like the Jay Woodcroft signing personally. I've spoken highly of him throughout the season because, I mean, you look at the point in the season where, he was named interim head coach. The Edmonton Oilers were out of the playoff picture completely. He really turned that team around. He turned that bus around, led them to the playoffs and then conference finals. I know they did get exposed against the Avs there, but at the end of the day, he had Mike Smith in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there was only so much he could do. I think his voice is heard in the locker room. I think he's a good fit for the Oilers. Yeah, there's some other guys out there they could have made a push for, Trotzy, some other guys, but who knows? Maybe they weren't interested in any of them, and vice versa. Maybe they weren't interested in coming to Edmonton because, coaching superstars like that comes a big responsibility, and it's not always the easiest.
A goalie.
Yeah, and like their goaltend situation's a dumpster fire right now.
Yeah,
so.
like maybe me and Vinny are wrong. You never know. Like clearly like someone in the front office, Ken Holland probably just saw something in him, and he did bring him into the playoffs. He flipped the switch when he became interim head coach. But we'll see. That's why there's a future there. We'll see.
I think he's a young coach. Really first year experience, and he went all the way to the conference finals. I think that's impressive. He's got the talent now. Get the guy a goalie, help him out, and I think Edmonton will be just fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shout out someone real quick. Stevie McPherson. If you're taking contracts, I think the Oilers should offer one to you. After what you did the other night.
I've seen Stevie stand on his head, dude.
Yeah, he's the Marc-Andre Fleury of pickup hockey, men's league. I'm telling you.
Tim Thomas.
Timmy T. Yeah, better than Mike Smith, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Literally, shooter-tooter's better than having Mike Smith in that. All right, why don't we get into a Stanley Cup Finals update to wrap up the show. So people of the hockey world got what they wanted for a Stanley Cup Finals matchup, and it's been nothing short of entertaining. Game 1 in Colorado featured a thrilling back-and-forth game that was decided in overtime, where Andrei Burakovsky buried the game winner just a minute into the overtime period to give the Avs a 1-0 series lead. Game 2, the Avalanche put on a dominant performance, routing the defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning 7-0, a result nobody saw coming. The Lightning, though, they then returned the favor in Game 3 when they were out on their home ice and bounced back with a 6-2 win to cut the series deficit to 2-1, where we stand as of today. Tonight is a pivotal Game 4 in Tampa Bay that could ultimately determine the series. Boys, what's your thoughts on the action we've seen so far?
Yeah, the Avalanche just came and absolutely took it to the Lightning. The Avalanche are just such a running gun team. They're fast. They can move the puck. They're just a tough team to defend in general. But the Lightning do have that D-core. They just had to figure them out. They just had to feel them out. They were kind of open the first couple of games. And Game 3, after the Game 2, the Game 2 pump show. Game 3, they figured them out. And what they really needed to do was just slow down the game, just dictate the game. That's what the Lightning had to do. That's what they do. They dictate games. They get the puck, they slow it down, whatever. They take advantage. They lock down the neutral zone. They forecheck. They get pucks deep, grind you down, and everything, and just ride a hot goaltender. And that's what it looked like on Game 3. So I don't know, man. I think the momentum's swinging towards the Lightning. I think the Lightning are going to win big tonight. Well, I wouldn't say big, but I think it's going to be a big win. Whoever wins tonight is going to decide what's
tonight's massive.
Yeah, it's going to decide who's going to teeter the momentum to. Is it going to be 3-1 Avalanche, or is it going to be 2-2 going back to Colorado?
If Colorado goes up 3-1, it's all over. There's no coming back from that.
Big game for the Lightning.
Tampa evens things up. We got a whole new series.
Yeah, I like Tampa. Tampa already made adjustments, getting point out of there. They weren't we got to keep point in, even though he hasn't been himself. He hurt leg, can't keep up with the Avalanche up and down the ice. Good move, take him out. You win 6-2. They implemented Corey Perry on the power play, and now he buried. You get bigger, you take up ice, you body the guys. and you slow down the Avalanche. That's the only way you're going to win this. And you expose Kemper. I don't think he's going to be in net tonight. They're going to go with France, so I would do anyway. They still might go with Kemper. I'm not 100% sure. But if they go with Kemper, he had a tough time seeing the puck the other night.
Bednar loves Kemper.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
they threw a lot of money at him to come over here, to come over to Denver. So, yeah, because like I did like the upgrade though because they had Grubauer. He was a Vesna candidate goalie, but I think they just started Darcy Kemper over, and he played really well for the Coyotes last year. He had a great season this year. Like he wasn't bad. Like and like he wasn't like awful in the playoffs, but like he does like after that eye injury, he hasn't really been the same.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I hadn't been a fan of letting go Grubauer last year. Obviously, I never really said that on the pod because that was last year, but I think they should have kept Grubauer instead of Kemper. That was my take back in the day. But like Kemper, he's just never really proved anything. You know, like none of these goalies are proven. Vasilevsky is proven and has won multiple cups.
Well, Kemper's never really got a shot at it though. This is his first shot.
There's a lot of you can say that about a lot of guys, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's got his shot now. He's got that eye injury, which is like if I heard my goalie had an eye injury and like randomly he has to get pulled because he can't see, you're sitting the rest of the playoffs. I'm not taking a chance on you. That's like the one thing a goalie can't have.
That's a heart surgeon going in with like unsteady hands.
Yeah, right.
Like that has like fucking Parkinson's.
I'd be like, Francois is 6-0, and you have an eye injury that could fuck us anytime. You're not playing.
What I think happened was we talked about last pod. Colorado was just well rested coming into the series. 9 days off. Tampa's had a grueling run this year and the past 2 years prior. I mean, they've played the most playoff games out of anyone over the past 3 years.
And they party the most out of everyone.
Yeah, and they go hard. Kucherov, that guy destroys beers like it's his job.
He was absolutely cross-eyed during like that press conference last year with the cup and shit. That was hilarious.
Unbelievable.
Shirtless.
But, I mean, Colorado's just well-rested, and they used it to their advantage. They were the bigger, faster, stronger teams in games 1 and 2, and it wasn't even close. But you didn't think the back-to-back champs would go away quietly now, did you?
Fuck no.
I mean, Tampa Bay, they made the adjustments. They were able to slow down the potent Colorado attack in Game 3. Vasi looked a lot more comfortable, where he's been nearly dominant on home ice all season. I think he was a little rattled in Colorado, Games 1 and 2. He's probably like, what the hell is going on, dude? Every time I look, there's a puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, and like that building was crazy. You probably couldn't hear yourself think.
The Blink-182 song, all the small things. That's electric. I'll give that.
Yeah, that was nasty.
That'd be cool.
But, I mean, Vasi seems like he's settling in now. We've talked about him. Possibly the greatest playoff goaltender of all time. Don't let him get hot. Or, this series could go one way.
I think he's gonna have a shutout. Maybe let up one goal tonight.
I wonder how many times the Avs have been shut out this season.
Not many.
Yeah.
But I think
They're
tonight.
in Tampa.
I think there's gonna be a big game from Vasilevsky tonight. I think he's gonna be dialed.
Yeah, it worries me a little bit. Tampa, they're still giving up way too many shots on net. I mean, they won last game, but they gave up like 37 shots on net. I think that's too many. Too many scoring chances. Vasi made some unbelievable saves, like saved a couple sure goals I thought were going in. Next thing you know, he's kicking out the leg, robbing someone.
He had one unbelievable toe save on JT Compher. That was nasty.
I mean, that game was 6-2. Could easily been 6-4, 6-5.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they got to tighten it up even more defensively. They made the adjustments in Game 3, and it was enough to win, but they got to get even tighter. You can't give any space out there. You can't be letting up those type of chances.
Neutral zone is key because that's how the Avalanches generate anything. If you just like lock down the neutral zone, that's like not Nathan McKinnon like just like weaving in, like having like a full head of steam like coming in. And he's not the only one that does that. Like all of them do that. Like that dude this Houston does it. Like there's so many like people that can do like that kind of stuff, the run and gun kind of play style.
The best at. He's like a bulldog.
Exactly. But like I said, like just like the whole neutral zone, that's like what could be the biggest like catalyst is like who's gonna lock down the neutral zone the best.
Transition, right? You can't be like turn the puck over in the neutral zone, give it odd man rushes for Colorado because that's what they make you pay.
Yep.
And you can't get into a track meet with this Avs team either. I know they won 6-2 last game. That's awesome that we saw the Tampa Bay offense clicking, but you can't expect that to happen every game. It's not going to work. That's not how you beat Colorado, right? Avs finally didn't get breastfed a win by the refs.
Oh,
finally.
dude. Yo,
round of applause.
Dude, there wasn't one single penalty in the first 2 minutes for the Avalanche. How we feeling, Avs fans? I would have been losing it if I was one of you. I'm like, oh, why isn't power play first 5 minutes?
Right, not so easy when you don't get a power play a minute or two into the game and get up to an early 1-0, 2-0 lead. Right, not so easy when it's an even playing field.
Dude, their only 2 goals were all power plays. All like they weren't even 5-on-5. So
which their power play is absolutely lethal.
Yeah, that's
by
what
the way,
I'm
I'm gonna give them that.
Like if Tampa just stays out of the box as much as they can, dude, like they're gonna be golden because they're all playing them 5-on-5. The Lightning are playing them 5-on-5. And it's just like, dude, like you said, like the Avalanche power play is literally out of this world good.
They're hitting like 50%.
Yeah, they have like
absurd.
they got Makar on the point, just running the quarterback and the whole thing. You got McKinnon, you got Landeskog putting his fat ass in front of the net, and then on the Shushin's net like does the same thing. And like, dude, like I mean, if Kadri's back,
Burakovsky, like too.
Yeah, Burakovsky, like, dude, and Rantanen, like they just like they're so stacked offensively, man. Like,
I know we talked about like Kadri is a big missing piece for them, and he's usually a big guy in that power play. And I thought like their power play was gonna take a little hit.
It got better.
No. Yeah, they just plug guys in. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, he's
They're
down.
so
Yep,
deep.
We got the next guy up. Plug him in. Like they don't skip a beat. It's nuts.
Yeah, like fucking Bo Barnes playing nasty.
Byram.
That's my boy, bro. That's my boy right there. But I hope he doesn't play well for the rest of the
But I
playoffs.
mean, things are a little different when you're not getting fed these power plays every other shift, right? So hopefully it stays that way. Things can change in a moment. And like all these Avs fans who are arguing against that, you guys are all out to lunch. Like coming from a Patriots fan who won 6 Super Bowls with Tom Brady.
We were breastfed.
The refs were always on our side.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna deny it. Never, right? Like tuck rule, bunch of shit went our way. But like that's what happens. The things got to go your way to win it all, right?
You got to be lucky sometimes.
Yeah, you got to be a little lucky. But all these Avs fans like coming at me on Twitter, like saying like, yeah, no, dude, you're just like a bandwagon. It's like I'm not though. I'm not even a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. I'm a Bruins fan. Like I'm looking at this like from like a clear perception here. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it was like all Tampa getting the calls, I'd be the first to admit that, dude.
Yeah.
But like these friggin' Avs fans, dude, so damn arrogant. I thought the Rangers fans were the worst. Avs fans are way worse by far. For a team who hasn't won shit in 20 years, they're ruthless, dude. They're so arrogant. It's like, you guys haven't won shit. You'd think you'd be a little humble. Nope. They don't give a shit.
And like the thing is, like, like they're not like humble at all. For a team that hasn't really had that much success in 20 years. But, dude, like, their chirps are brutal. Dude, there's, like, I was, like, expecting to get some heat. And I just absolutely just came back at a guy and just didn't even answer me.
Dude, I'll be hearing it from them, like, 2 days later. I'm like, buddy, the game was 2 nights ago. Why are you still tweeting at me?
He's still ticking. He's still trying to think of something to say.
He writes something down, and he's like, oh, wait, that's not that good. And he, like, puts it in his drafts.
Yeah.
Then he puts it in his group chat. He's like, hey, boys, can you help me chirp back at this clown on Twitter? But he's actually the clown that's, like, asking for help.
Yeah. Avs fans, top of my shit list. You surpassed the New York Rangers fans. I didn't even think
hard to do.
Didn't even think that was possible. Avs fans are now at the top of the shit list. And that just makes me want to see Tampa Bay win the Cup even more. I do like Avs fans don't deserve shit.
You don't hear any Lightning fans out there.
No, you don't. Because they're all old and in a retirement home. But still.
And like the other thing too, the reason why I hammered Lightning too, like this like attests to like what you're saying about the fans and how shitty they are, dude. Beginning of the finals, they took a Stamkos jersey and they put it over a placemat or a foot mat or whatever in a restaurant, and use it as a doormat. Thank you. I couldn't get the fucking word out of my head, but like, they put a Stamkos jersey on this doormat and it said, "Please wipe your feet on the way in." And it's just a Stamkos jersey, and I was just like, "Yo, like what the fuck?"
Talk about disrespect.
That's like something we wouldn't even stoop to that level around here. Like, Stamkos is one of the Bostonian people that one time he took a puck to the face. We beat him in Game 7. He went out and boozed with us after, even though we got fucking beat. And, like, honestly, if anyone ever did, like, I'm not a Lightning fan or anything. I just respect the fuck out of Steven Stamkos. You fucking hate on that guy, you don't know hockey.
Yeah, Steven Stamkos is he was treating like all the playoffs like a Quincy North game. He'd go out and like booze with the enemy after. Yeah, I mean, like, even win or lose, you're still boozing with one of your buddies that you just played against.
Dude hasn't even been stitched up yet. He's fucking pouring fucking booze down his gory hole.
I mean, I could see maybe putting like a Corey Perry jersey there, like that. That might have been,
but like
reasonable,
Stamkos,
but
dude,
yeah, Stammer,
it was
come on.
literally 91 on the back. Like they flipped it around so it said 91.
Better not be a Snipsky jersey. I'll be down there.
Yeah, they heard the pod. And they're like, we're putting Snipsky's jersey on the.
It's the high slaw jersey, and it's just like wiping your feet.
Yeah, I'll go down there. I'll rock somebody's world.
That's at Elio's Pizza Place.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Hey, Elio,
Shout out Elio, Mr. Ice.
Elio, if you're listening, we still love you, buddy. We miss you.
We know it's you.
Elio.
It was always
Come out
Elio.
to play.
It was always Elio.
Elio.
Yo, he trailed us. No lie.
But I mean, to get back to the Stanley Cup here, Tampa, they got to keep fighting back like they did in Game 3. Things started to get chippy at the end, a lot of scraps after the whistle. That's what I want to see from Tampa Bay. Don't let Colorado just take it to you. You got to fight back. You got to get under their skin. You got to knock them off their game. Just do it clean so you're not in the box because that power play is like unstoppable
Lethal.
right now. You can't stop it.
Yeah, you gotta stay out of the box.
Injection.
And oh, guess what? Abs back to their old scumbag ways again. Dirty ass trip on Corey Perry going into the boards. He went headfirst in the boards. I thought he was gonna be all done.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he got up and he was all right. And then dirty ass cross check on Kucherov late in the third period.
Oh, Taves. Yeah, well, the thing is...
Scumbag behavior from the Abs.
The thing is with that hit is bullshit. They're all like this mix, like breaking down this hit. They saying Kucherov fell. But the reason why he fell is because Taves went at his thigh or his lower leg to get him or to take his leg out. Where they're not suspendable offense because he's falling down. That's bullshit. He's not just falling down over on the boards like that. He's getting cross-checked at the knee.
Yeah, no,
and that's why he fell.
What he did, he did the old rip you down by the back of your pant tongue. Shout out Eric Wood, taught me that one. Yep. But that's what he did. That's like the oldest trick in the book. Ripped him down by the back of the pants, cross-check into the boards, and he's... Don't know. I think he's going to play tonight, but who knows his status if he's 100%.
He's playing. But he's one of those crazy Russians.
In a 6-2 game, there's no need for any shit like that. That's just scumbag behavior. You're trying to intentionally take a guy out. Don't know why it wasn't even looked at by the league either. Why are they batting?
Because Gary Bettman wants the Avs to win.
It's another Avs thing. But it's like, and Kucherov clearly has the dude beat, and he's going to go around him, probably put another one on the board. But it's like, hey, like, you got to do something about this. He just injured one of the, I think, he's the best player on the team. I think he's a difference when it comes to they got Stamkos. I don't want to say like impact wise. I think Stamkos has more impact, but like then it goes Kucherov pecking order. Then it goes Hedman. Then honestly, Pat Maroon's right there too. If he scores, they win.
Yeah, every time he scores, they win. Yeah.
But dude, people think I'm crazy. Colorado has legit been breastfed this run to the Stanley Cup Finals, the whole playoffs, dude. They have the most power play opportunities by far. It's not even close. And they're the least penalized team out of any team in the league this year. How? They're the dirtiest team I've seen, and I've seen a lot of teams play this year. They're up there. I think they are, in fact, the dirtiest team in the league, and they don't get called for it. Yeah, literally, it's Gary Bettman whipping out a tit, and then the Avs are just sucking on it.
Yeah.
It's the other way around. I see Bettman sucking on the tit.
It all started with that offsides where Makar went and absolutely sniped on Mike Smith. That's where it all started. I didn't see anything like crazy. I was like, all right, so Avalanche are running through this. Then all of a sudden, Nichushkin, that who it was offsides.
Right? 5 feet.
And then, I'm like, what is this, like, soccer? Where they're like, so, like...
You have to be behind the fence.
Technically, it's like, what's going on with that? Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, man, someone's got something on this game, and it might be Gary Bettman.
Some ridiculous technicality that I've never heard of in my 26 years of watching.
It's not even in the rule book.
There's no way that ref straight up, looked at that and said, "Oh, that's a goal." There's somebody whispering in his ear, goes, "Oh, technically, well, he didn't have the puck like 5 feet off it." Like it's like, dude,
and then
like,
last game too, the Avs scored early, and I thought they weren't going to overturn that goal again. And then they're looking at the announcers like, "Oh, that's a tough one to call. That's
like
close."
how?
It's like, dude, you literally see white in between the puck and the blue line. It's clearly out of the zone. Like, what do you mean that's a tough
what was
one
it?
to call?
The
Like,
second game.
it's just like a joke. Dude.
Where the second game,
Like, what are we
Lightning are wheeling on the other end of the ice, and then the Avs get into the other to the Lightning zone, and they're playing well, and then obviously Ryan McDonough kind of got put together. Behind the net, he was getting fucked up. And then he went and finished his check on the side boards, just a regular play. And then they called it and threw him on it was a minute 30 in. Yeah. I'm like, oh my
God. And
they
scored
it wasn't even a penalty.
It wasn't even close.
It wasn't even a penalty. It was just a guy's battle on the sideboards. And then, let's throw the best power play in the league off of nothing. We just want them to score. It's like, you should make them earn their power play time if they're so good. Dude, they scored 2 goals the other night on the power play. Yeah. They would have been shut out 6-0.
Another thing, too, of another reason why I have a tinfoil hat on for Bettman fixing shit. Well, not fixing stuff, but definitely favoring towards other teams. They said something, that 7-0 win for the Avalanche on game 2, what's your thoughts on that? And he just goes, "Oh, I'm just happy it was in Colorado. Everyone would have left. The TV, no one would have watched it. All this stuff. You know what I mean? He's all about all that kind of shit." So
he's turning into a businessman all of a sudden.
Yeah, and I'm just dude. In my head, I was like, "Yo, that's that was a really weird answer. That was a weird. He a normal person would be like, yeah, it was pretty exciting. The Avalanche just had a really good game. That was probably the best game I've ever seen all year for an individual effort. You know what I mean? But he's just oh yeah, I mean." Thank God it was in Denver. Holy fuck, dude. I would have fucking had a, you know what I mean? Would have been pissed, you know what I mean?
All of a sudden he's a businessman. He's been the commissioner for 30 years. Through the 90s, 2020 time, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, let's go to ESPN." Or they were ESPN for a while when ESPN was low key, but now they're wicked mainstream now, and now he's being shady.
NHL's made the most revenue they've ever had in their history this year. Why do you think Bettman's so happy?
Oh yeah.
Why do you think things are going the way they've been going?
Exactly.
Right. I mean, if you couldn't have scripted any better. Tampa Bay going for a 3-peat against Colorado, best team in the league for the past 5 years.
Got what they wanted.
Battling it out. This is what everyone wanted. I don't know. Maybe we're just nuts.
Honestly, it's good.
Maybe we're just all delusional.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think it's good. It's good for all of us. Though.
No, it's great.
This is a great series.
I
don't think I'd want the Oilers or Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay would be up 3-0 after the night, I think.
But, tonight's massive. This is going to determine the series. And what I think is really the determining factor is the role guys for Tampa Bay. Those guys, if they keep doing their job, I don't see how Tampa Bay loses this series. Cirelli, Nick Paul, Pat Maroon, Corey Perry, Andre Palat. Those guys have been unbelievable.
Don't forget about Hagel. He's been playing great.
Those are the guys.
A ticking time bomb.
Those are the guys who are going to win them this series. Not Stammer, not Cucci. It's those guys, right? Those are the depth guys that need to show up, that need to slow down, the top guns for Colorado. That's how Tampa Bay is going to win this series. Their play determines if this team's going to win or not. In last game, all of those guys played unbelievable, and that's why they won 6-2 they did.
You know who I think is out of all those guys, the number one? I have a 1A guy, but number one is Andre Palat. Absolutely.
He's clutch.
He is so clutch. Him and Kucherov have this thing where they know where each other are. Kind of Stamkos too, with that pass he made the other night where he just held in the corner on the sideboards for a second and Palat was wide open and just netted it. That was sick. But I think Palat when he's playing well, the team is on fire. And then my 1A is Nick Paul.
Nick Paul, dude.
That
what
kid
a pickup.
is a beast. I never really knew the kid when he was in the Ottawa Senators. Shows up on the Lightning. Right when I saw him play with the Lightning, I was like, Jesus. I was like, this kid can play.
Yeah, he's a real deal.
He legit can play. And I'm like, Bruins, why are we getting the Senators Josh Brown?
Right? Yeah. Why
are you
trading?
All right, we're trading for Hampus Lindholm, who is like 2 defensemen in one, and then you go and get another defenseman. It's like, why didn't you get this kid instead? What are you doing? Where your eyes at? Like, we needed forwards. And
Nick
like,
Paul is the hungriest guy on the ice.
He's
That
nasty.
guy forechecks like an absolute savage.
He's legit. He's a moose.
Dump and chase and just like outworks everyone to the puck every time. Dude.
He got buried. He got buried and then came back and scored.
Yeah.
He's not the fastest guy, but he uses his size to his advantage,
he
and
can
he's
play.
just a beast.
He just works harder than anyone.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? Rick. Pat. Dude.
Shout out Pat
Shout
Donovan.
out Pat Donovan. That's who Nick Paul is. Like,
Yeah.
not the most skilled guy in the ice, but he's going to outwork you 9 times
He's
out.
gonna dump the puck in and put you through the glass.
And just skate around you.
Yeah.
Just use his body, like, to out-muscle you. That's what Nick Paul reminds me of. He's a beast, dude. He's been playing.
That's honestly an unbelievable
Tampa.
comparison. I can see
Not
that.
gonna lie, I've been on the Nick Paul bandwagon for months. I love that guy.
Dude, I first heard him. I was like, Nick Paul?
Yeah, the
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
He's related.
It's his cousin. No, but dude, like my 1A and 1B, like for like, because like we were just talking about it. Like my 1A is Sorelli. These are the 2 guys I think that like a big piece of this Lightning team that if they want to 3-peat. It's gonna be Anthony Sorelli, 1A. He just like you said, Coco, you predicted it. He's on McKinnon, like white on rice, dude, just all over him.
0
like,
goals for
like
McKinnon.
whatever, like just shutting him down, right? And also 1B, I mentioned him just before this, Brandon Hagel.
Yeah.
Like he's literally like Sorelli, dude. He's like a Sorelli Jr.
He's been quiet.
He's on
too.
but the thing is, he's not necessarily like quiet. Like
no, I'm
I
saying
mean,
it's a good thing.
well, yeah. But like the thing is, like offensively, yeah, he's not really on the score sheet. But bro, he like just like never quits. Played back checks like bad out of hell. Forward checks. Like most of the scoring chances are mostly just Hagel going in there and like. He'll be like F1 going in there, hitting a body, and maybe even being F2, lifting a stick, like breaking up the puck, like whatever, getting possession, and then like they work it around and get a scoring chance. And then also on the other side end of the ice, he back checks and just like lifts sticks, like block shots, dude. He's just like he's an epitome of a hockey player. I love watching the guy.
Not gonna lie, like Brandon Hagel kind of looks like Braden Point.
Dude, I got them mixed up like almost every game
they
this
do.
series. I'm like, oh, there's Point, and I'm like, nope, it's Hagel.
Yeah, but in the like righty lefty, like too, like it's fucking
just the Letty and like the beard combo. Yeah. Every time though, I thought he was Point.
I can't believe the Chicago Blackhawks just
Let him
said, "See you
go for
later."
that.
Well, they're gonna rebuild. That's why.
Well, dude, they've been rebuilding forever.
You know who the Blackhawks are shopping around now too? DeBrincat.
Yeah,
dude, what are they doing?
I don't know.
I don't want to talk about them.
Yeah.
Forget that.
That's an off-season pod. We can talk about.
I don't
that.
understand.
There's
that.
one more thing though that's going to be crucial in this series, and what this series is going to come down to is who can win on the road. We've been talking about winning on the road throughout this entire postseason. No one's won on the road yet in this series. I think whoever can do that first is going to win.
Colorado's first road loss was last game.
Last night.
So
yeah.
you
last
think
game,
you think it's just gonna be like whoever can win at home, type of thing, or it's like
No, I think it's who can
Win on the
yeah,
road.
no, but I'm
road.
saying like you think anyone's gonna win on the road though?
Yeah, someone's gonna break
Someone's
through.
gonna have to.
I think the Lightning
but
gonna
like
break through.
it could just be everybody wins at home because Colorado.
That's what we've seen in like
Yeah,
the Boston,
because Colorado,
Carolina series.
because Colorado's got game 7 at home, so they could just be like, all right, like you know what I mean, back and forth.
I can see it coming down to Game 7. Tampa wins in Colorado.
That'd be unbelievable. But yeah, like
I said Tampa and Seb before the pod.
But the thing is, I agree with that, Coco. Like whoever wins on the road first is gonna win the series.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna win on the road, and I think it's going to be Tampa because dude, Tampa's just way more experience in the Stanley Cup final. They've obviously back to back, and the way they looked the other night, dude, like it looks like the momentum swung in Tampa's favor. They looked like they figured out the Colorado Avalanche. Like I said, they slowed down play. They dictated the game and had a good night for Vasilevsky. So, yeah, I think I still got Tampa 6. I think they might win 4 in a row.
If Tampa just lays their body like they did, if they play like they did the other night, the rest of the series, they're gonna win this in 6. Because like if you open space, you can't give Colorado full head of steam going down the ice. You know, you can't do it. So if they lay body and then they play like they did the other night,
And Vasilevsky has a big night.
yeah, like if you put shots on these goalies, Colorado goalies, they're not that good compared to who
you
you
just
have.
got to get chances.
Yeah.
You got to get chances and you'll get them in. But tonight's massive. I think Tampa wins tonight. I think they win the series.
Yeah,
and then if Colorado wins, it's all over. So it's a big one. Puck's actually about to drop in 5 minutes, so why don't we wrap up today? Before we sign off, we do have one of our favorite segments where Bob will educate us all with his fun fact of the day. Bob, why don't you take us away?
I thought I'd switch it up this week, do a little trivia.
Ooh, let's go.
All right.
All right.
Trivia.
I nailed the last one.
Yeah, Coco did nail it last time. All right, so you guys really think you know hockey?
It's hockey trivia?
Yeah, it's all. You guys really think you know hockey?
Oh, I love this.
All right,
shit.
so
Let's
what's
go.
what is the standard North American ice rink? Like, what's like the measurement? How
Oh,
long and how wide? We always talk about, you know, how the Selke Award, like,
Are we talking
isn't it
like NHL?
80 feet long?
no.
No, so we talking NHL or just like regular
North
stuff?
America, it's like the same thing. North American.
Not Olympic.
It's not Olympic.
120?
I'll say
Wide or long?
Long.
Wrong.
I'll
Yeah, I
say
have no idea.
so I'll say
I feel like I
85
should
feet
know.
long.
No.
How much did you say?
85 feet long is like, did you even play hockey?
No. What are we talking? What are we
85
talking?
feet long is wicked short. Like, that's
No.
insanely short.
No. Are we going by what's the
I have
measurement?
no
It's
idea.
long and
What's
width.
the
It's length and width. Like, you got a measurement for length, which is from
All right,
goal
I'm
line
gonna
to
go
goal
final.
line. Goal line to goal line's length, right? And then width is from
Final guess. 200 feet long.
Yes.
120 wide.
120 wide, dude. That's wide as shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
50 feet wide.
No, more than 50.
100.
280.
No, it's gonna be-
Close. 200 feet long. That's correct. But what's the
I
width?
know. I remember like them saying like it's a
75.
200-foot game.
No, I said more than 80.
Oh, that's
85.
Right.
There you go.
Let's
go.
go.
200 feet long, 85 feet wide.
Fuck math.
I win.
It's not really math. You just it's just like you should just know like I don't
No,
know.
it is math. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, there's numbers.
You're just the one asking the question.
I know
So
that's
it
the whole
comes
point of
down-
this. This is the whole point of it, dude.
Yeah, it's easy
Bob's
because
segment.
It's my segment. Oh yeah, no, I gotta fucking
It's
blindfold myself and read a fact or a trivia question. That's fucking
it's just-
smart.
No, you just act like you like I don't know. You're just looking at the
So
answers.
to confirm,
Dude, like what's the beef here? Dude, I'm asking the
No,
question.
you fucking came at me, so I came at you.
So
Yeah, you're just mad you didn't get it right. It's okay.
So
Yeah,
what's the
you don't have to
you
get it
asked me
right.
if I ever played hockey.
What's
No,
the
but you said it was like what? Vinny said it was 85
yeah,
feet
I don't know.
long.
All right.
That's
That was a
literally
dumb
insane.
guess.
That's
yeah,
insane.
all right, relax. Yeah, we know. I'm just
Yeah,
coming
I think
at
I mixed up my length and width the first time, and I think it said 80, and I knew it was something like that. But so it's 200 feet long, 85 feet wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 200 feet from goal line to goal line, and from like
Yeah.
bench to the fan section is 85.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, now we got that down, Pat. I can't forget that.
Yeah, write that down. Put that on the wall
No,
somewhere.
because I thought you guys would get the length right away because we always say like, oh yeah, here's a great 200-foot game.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
You know what I mean? Like,
I know the expression, but I just couldn't think of it.
I couldn't think of
yeah,
it.
I was trying to
Like,
give
when
you
you
guys.
put-
I was trying to give you. I'm like, hey, what would we say when like the Selke Award? Like, who has you have a great what game when you have a Selke when you win a Selke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I
200 feet
my
game.
brain
Yeah, no,
just, like,
you
turned
kept
off.
it. You kept us on our toes with that one.
But hey,
I knew you guys were gonna stumble
Don't
wicked
worry,
hard
guys.
over that.
I won. I'm the one who guessed it.
Yeah,
I got the
the
final
goalie.
guess.
The
You
goalie
got
got.
I
the,
won.
you got the width.
I finally
right?
won something.
Yeah, right. It's about time.
Yeah, like I'm sure like, oh, if you get this wrong, bots, you gotta get your nose pierced. Like,
Yeah, fucking
septum.
Prince Albert.
Fuck, I forgot about that shit.
Soon. Marital. All right. As always,
Dirty.
we'd like to thank our producer, Hedgebear Technologies. They continue to revolutionize the sports betting industry. So if you haven't already, be sure to go check them out over at www.hedgebetter.com. That's www.hedgebetter.com. Also, don't forget, Kings of Combat on July 16th at Doherty Gym in Braintree. We got Bobby Lights Out Lang fighting, Dorchester Donnie, Showtime Craig, among many other local Quincy and Braintree guys that will also be fighting. The list honestly keeps growing every day. I can't keep up with it. This is the must-see event of the summer. You do not want to miss it. Go get your tickets now or order your pay-per-view at www.kingsofcombat.com or visit the Kings of Combat Instagram page. It's July 16th at Doherty Gym in Braintree, Mass. We'll see you there. I think that just about wraps it up for us today. We hope you enjoyed another episode of The High Slot. Thank you all for tuning in once again. Be sure to go check us out over on Twitter Instagram, and TikTok at the High Slot Podcast for more daily hockey content. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Peace out.
Love you.